Hey y'all, Beasley here. Welcome back to the channel. It's mail day as I have received my first COMC order. Thus far, my online purchases have been limited to eBay, so I am excited to have found a potential new source for some baseball cards. It was a bitterly cold February day. I was trapped inside due to the icy condition of my front steps and on the road. So for the day's entertainment, I set up a COMC account and deposited $25 into that account, and it was a great investment as I spent literally hours perusing the listings on COMC. A lot of cards that I could have purchased, but really wanted to limit myself to that $25. This is the video response section of this episode where I talk about why and how I collect. There have been many recent VRs on the card collecting channels to which I subscribe as those collectors talk about why and how they collect. So I began collecting sports cards back in the mid-1980s, primarily football. And by the time I took a pause in my collecting, about 20 years ago, I had amassed thousands upon thousands of football, baseball, basketball cards, too many cards. About 10 years ago, I became an empty nester and dramatically downsized, leaving the suburbs and renting a small apartment in the city. And I got rid of a ton of possessions. I kept only a handful of trading cards. One of the things I like about baseball cards is their small size, as I have very limited storage space in this 1920s apartment. Living less than 2 miles from One Oak Field, home of the Tulsa Drillers, the AA affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers, I began to go to more baseball games. I bought some merch, bought some team sets, looked at the promotional schedule for game day giveaways and opportunities to meet the players and get some autographs, and slowly my collection began to grow. But I had to limit myself lest I collect myself out of my small living space. So to what I collect Tulsa baseball cards and memorabilia, and that's it. That's not exactly true, and I do struggle sometimes to stay within those limits, but you'll see that intention in today's COMC order. As I mentioned, it was too cold to step foot outside of my apartment, so I spent the day loading up my first COMC order within my collecting guidelines and within my established budget. It was a great way to spend an inside day. I ended up ordering 20 cards, and using the cheapest shipping option, I spent less than $20 for those cards, including shipping. Being that I did use the cheapest shipping option, it took about 6 weeks for this order to be delivered, and I am totally cool with that. Let's see what I got and talk about why I bought the cards that I did. Dexter Fowler played a couple of seasons for the Drillers back when we were Rockies. He had a long major league career, and I don't have any of his cards besides his Drillers card. This card also shows his stats from his time with Tulsa, and at 50 cents or whatever, Dex now has a home in the binder. I didn't remember that Trevor Story played in Tulsa until doing research for the episode titled Tulsa Rockies and Colorado Drillers. He appeared in 50-some games for the Drillers in 2014, our last season affiliated with the Rockies. So I double-checked the binder, and sure enough, I do have his Tulsa minor league card. This is his Bowman draft card. He's still playing baseball and is currently with the Red Sox. I don't do player runs, but I do have a few Charlie Blackmon cards. I'm planning on recording a short about Chuck Nasty, as 2025 will be the first year of baseball without Blackmon since 2007 and the George W. Bush administration. Also talking about why and how I collect, the card must have eye appeal for me. There are many cards that would fit in the collection that don't meet that standard, so they are not in the collection. And if a player has many cards that have eye appeal, They can all be added to the collection. This pink refractor is a good example. While I'm not specifically looking for more Charlie Blackmon cards, I really like the pink with the purple Rockies uniform, and I also have the pink refractor for Nolan Arenado. I do have an autographed Tulsa Drillers card of Willie Calhoun, but didn't have a Dodgers card of his. He was here in Tulsa in 2016 with Alex Verdugo and Cody Bellinger. This is his 2017 Bowman Prospects card. The stats on the back are from his season with Tulsa. He's still playing baseball and is currently an Angel. Currently a New York Yankee, Cody Bellinger spent the 2016 season with the Tulsa Drillers and was with the Dodgers and named National League Rookie of the Year the next season. 2020 World Champion. He was traded after the 2022 season. This 2020 Topps includes his statistics from his time with Tulsa. Gavin Lux spent part of the 2018 and 2019 seasons with the Drillers, the best defensive man on the team, and with a 300-plus batting average, we knew that he wouldn't be in Tulsa for long. He moved up before the 2019 season was half over. His 2020 Topps mentions both Tulsa and Oklahoma City on the back. Not necessarily looking for another Trevor Story card, but this is his Topps rookie debut card and includes one of my all-time favorite Tulsa Drillers, Nolan Arenado. While Clayton Kershaw did pitch in Tulsa for the Drillers, he was here in 2019 on a rehab assignment and only pitched a few innings. Normally, that wouldn't qualify him for my collection, but I'm preparing an upcoming episode highlighting former Drillers on the 2024 World Champion Dodgers team, and he does get a mention, and I need a card to show for that episode. A member of the 2018 Texas League champion Tulsa Drillers, Will Smith has been the primary catcher for the Dodgers since 2019 and recently signed a contract extension through 2034. He will be discussed in a couple of upcoming episodes on my channel. Some cards I get just to use for YouTube content. Again, Tulsa stats on the back. Walker Buehler pitched for Tulsa in the 2017 season and debuted with the Dodgers that same year. He pitched in the 2020 and 2024 World Series, and in 2024, he struck out the final two Yankee batters in Game 5 to win the World Series. Again, Tulsa stats on the back. Alex Verdugo played for the Drillers in 2016. I have a signed Drillers card, but didn't have a Dodgers card for him. This one does show his Tulsa stats, and at 32 cents or whatever, Alex now has a home in the binder. Whatever happened to this guy? Anyway, he was last a New York Yankee. New York Yankee cards were among those that I kept after getting rid of most of my cards, but those have been handed down to my grandson, so I may pick up a Verdugo and a Bellinger Yankee card and give them to him for his collection. A lifelong Yankees fan, I never thought I would be a Dodgers fan. There are many Yankees fans in Oklahoma. My dad grew up in the 50s and 60s and, like many Oklahoma boys, was a fan of Oklahoma native Mickey Mantle. Thus, Oklahoma includes generations of Yankees fans because of the Commerce Comet. In fact, Oklahoma City baseball team, the Dodgers AAA affiliate, has been renamed the Oklahoma City Comets in homage to the Yankee great. That's right. The Los Angeles Dodgers AAA affiliate is named for a New York Yankee. Tulsa has been a Dodgers affiliate since 2015, and we have seen so many great Dodgers come through Tulsa that I couldn't help myself from rooting against the Yankees in the 2024 World Series. Go Drillers, go Dodgers! This 2011 Charlie Blackmon Bowman Chrome rookie card may be the last time that anyone saw Chuck's face. Tulsa stats on the back of the card. Another Will Smith, and we see his Tulsa Drillers stats on the back. Near the end of his very successful career in baseball, Hall of Famer Dizzy Dean pitched in 21 games for the Tulsa Oilers in 1940. Again, I don't do sets or runs, but I do have several Tulsa and Oklahoma players from this 2004 Upper Deck Classics collection. Dizzy Dean wasn't in Tulsa long, but I am pleased to add him to my collection of Upper Deck Classics. This is a great-looking series. Another player that wouldn't normally qualify for my collection, Enrique Kike Hernandez, played in only 2 games for Tulsa during a rehab assignment in 2016, but he does get a mention in the upcoming episode highlighting former drillers on the 2024 World Champion Dodgers team, and I need a card of his to show during that episode. Bob Forsch was in Tulsa for 2 seasons during the early 1970s when we were a AAA affiliate for the St. Louis Cardinals. I like to have one playing days card of each former Tulsa Oiler or driller. This is my first Forsch, and it has his minor league stats on the back. Steve Carlton played for the Oilers in the mid-1960s. Again, we were Cardinals affiliates. 4-time Cy Young Award winner and member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Don't do sets or runs, but I do have a number of 1971 tops of former Tulsa Oilers, and I do like this design even when they are well-loved. Another Charlie Blackmon. There are many reasons that Charlie is one of my favorite Drillers players, and another good-looking card, his 2015 tops. Corey Seager spent some time with the Drillers in 2015 as he worked his way up the ladder, debuting with the Dodgers later that same year, and was named National League Rookie of the Year in 2016. He has 2 World Series championships with the 2020 Dodgers and with the 2023 Texas Rangers, being named World Series MVP both times. This is his rookie card, which brings up another thing about how I collect. I primarily collect Tulsa minor league cards. For major leaguers, I want base cards. I'm not looking for parallels or numbered cards. If I have one major league playing days card of a former Tulsa driller, that's all I need. I do have his Tulsa Drillers card, but this is my first Corey Seager Dodgers card. Signed by the Chicago Cubs in 1956, Lou Johnson was sent to their Class D minor league affiliate team in Ponca City, Oklahoma. On the edges of my collecting limits, I do collect cards from certain other Oklahoma minor league teams and players, and I am currently working on an episode about the 1956 Ponca City Cubs. That team had 3 significant future major league players, including one Major League Hall of Famer, and I need this card for that episode. And I like how this card does mention Johnson playing with the Kansas City Monarchs. And there they are, 20 cards for $20 from COMC. And finally, to finish the VR portion of this episode as to why I collect for the love of the game. I collect for the history of the game. If you've watched any of the episodes on my other channel, Tulsa Beasley, you know that I am a local historian and a baseball fan. So naturally, I am a baseball card collector. As I mentioned, you'll see some of these cards that we saw today in the next episode. So please subscribe so you don't miss that one. I've been looking forward to that episode for some time. And coming soon to the channel, Actual Baseball. Opening night for the Tulsa Drillers at One Oak Field is on Friday, April 4th. I hope to see you there.